Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see Viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
Here's the female patternless dwarf water cobra, whom you very rarely see because she's always in hiding, but she's about to be fed. She eats bass shiners only. She will occasionally eat rat pinks if I put them in the water dish with live bass shiners. She's becoming a little bit less shy, but don't be surprised if she retreats into her burrow there. Blue water stuff in the bass shiners.
Retreated. You can see the front of her head. Oh, not even that anymore. Oh, one of the fish just flopped out.
Yeah, they do that. So, hi. Yes, it's feeding time. It's feeding time. Oops. Alright, you stay there. I'll stay here and try to corral Mr. Fish here. Back in the dish. Everybody is at the party now. So we're gonna shut this. I don't know if we can catch her actually feeding. You know, folks, as a general policy, we don't show live feeding. But if she decides to come out and eat while we're still here, stick her head in the water, and we'll go ahead and film it. Now, because I have to go off and get bass shiners, she only gets fed every other week. I'm sure all hell will break loose as soon as she dips her head in the water. The fish will go nuts. Occasionally I do find some fish that sort of escaped her jaws but end up dead anyway on the substrate. Just imagine her, she's at a fine dining restaurant and she's looking into the tank like we would at the lobster swimming around, and she's about to dine on sushi instead of lobster. Quite a big load of fish for her, but since she eats every other week, you know, she'll pack most of them down. Sometimes there's only like one or two that flop out on the substrate, and maybe one living in the water dish. What? Are you looking for something to eat?
This guy's like, wait, what?
It hit the glass. I'm just standing here, and it's like, wait. You were supposed to have fed me by now. And that, of course, is the Gloyd's Cantille. Again, these guys were very shy, and now they're not shy because they know I bring goodies to eat. Okay, so she's sort of retreated, so we're just gonna let her go and give her quiet and allow her to do her thing, and we won't upset the animal rights people because they won't actually see her doing what she does normally to stay alive herself, and that's consume fish. Alright, so put the clean water dish back. Now, someone mentioned on my Viperkeeper's venomous snake group on Facebook, someone posted a picture or a video of someone keeping a young king cobra or some other snake on newspaper. And they asked, why are you keeping it on newspaper and not on substrate? Well, a couple reasons. One, newspaper is plentiful and usually free, and it works really well. It doesn't hurt the snake. And especially if it's a new snake and you're have it in a quarantine setting, it's perfectly good because it's easy to dispose of. One bag of substrate is now about $20, and I can maybe do two of these tubs or one of those cages with a bag. So rather than in a complete substrate change every 3 months, I'm stretching it to 4 months now because of the price of everything is going up. It's a good thing these aren't egg-eating snakes, because I would be in the poorhouse. So, all right, we're going to go on to water cobra number 4, who is actually quite active, looking for some stuff. Come on. Hey, look. Back here, come on. Go to the back of the cage. Come on. I want you to, when you want them to go to the back of the cage, they don't do that. Come on, I don't want you to go over your water dish. I want you to go to the back of the cage so I can get your water dish. There you go. Why is that so difficult? Come on, I'm going to touch your tail. You're going to probably not like that. I knew you weren't going to like that. Okay, so this water is sort of yucky because he pooped in it, or she pooped in it. So I'm not going to dump that in their cage. I'll put some water in later to take care of that, but you can always count on snakes not to be cooperative. Number 4, carefully, you just eat that. And now we'll use the watering can and add some humidity to the cage. Now the next water cobra down is the wild-caught ringed water cobra that I obtained in 2016. We're not going to do anything with this gal right now because she eats bass shiners, and they're live feeding, and we do that, in the evening just before lights out. She's the one, since these 3 guys, 3, 4, and 5 at the bottom, and number 1 that's over in the other room are all related. So if I breed water cobras, this wild-caught girl will go in with Thud for a while, since Thud has a good disposition and she doesn't, so maybe it'll sort of even things out. So that's the hopes. I'm always leery about putting cobras together because cobras will eat other cobras. This is a female also, and she's very shy and very cranky. That's why I'm pretty certain that she's a female. I provided her to a friend, and a friend said that, this snake really gives gives me grief, it's aggressive, it's this, that, and the other thing. So I took it back that my friend keeps monocle cobras, and if you want an aggressive cobra, monocle cobras are definitely, you know, in the book next to the definition of aggressive cobras. Water cobras, for the most part, are pussycats, as you've seen with everybody here. I mean, she's a bit cranky, but this is why I think that she's a female, not like, you know, Thud, where if there's no food, he's just pretty chill and easy to work with. So once again, while she's busy eating, now her substrate is quite moist. I'm not going to add any more moisture to it. I'm just going to clean the water bowl and replace it, like we do on a weekly basis for all the snakes. You know, everybody gets a clean water dish at least once a week and gets refilled as necessary.